the quality of my input is not good, then the quality of my output will not be good. It's not necessary that you have to understand 100%. I remember in my initial days when I started working on my language, so that time I had lots of misconceptions, and one of them is that I used to feel like that listening to English content is a waste of time. Suppose I am listening to somebody who is giving lots of tips and tricks, at the same time his realization he is sharing with me to improve this English language. So that time I used to feel like that if I listen to that person, I don't think my listening capacity or my speaking capability will increase. I had no idea about it, and that is why I started focusing more on writing and reading. This thing was in my mind that if I read more, if I write more, if I understand the concept of the grammar, I'll be able to speak in English. So that was my misconception. I had no clue that speaking is directly connected to listening. I had no conception. I am using this word very carefully, by the way, that is listening. Understand very carefully that listening is very important. You know that person, that is Stephen Krashen, the American linguistic. Stephen Krashen is saying that if you start listening, as far as you are understanding what the other person is speaking, that means you are in the process of acquisition. You are absorbing the language, and then you are slowly, internally, you are internalizing. What do I mean by internalizing? Internalizing means that speaking, it is absorbed by your brain, and then it is becoming the part of yourself. Getting? And we have the device, that is language acquisition device in our brain, that is physically present. So that device work is to learn the language, process the language, to understand and to produce. So that is the thing is going to happen if you listen. So in my initial days, what I did, I started reading, understanding, writing, and the grammar drills and all. That is why most of my time it already absorbed by these all activities. But speaking is directly connected to listening, that was not in my mind, and that is why I got very late to understand this thing and got very late to improve my fluency. I don't want you to face this same problem. I want you to put in lots of time in listening, absorption. Like first of all, you are taking lots of input. It is a game of input and output. What do I mean by input? Input means whatever information you are receiving through the language, that all comes under your input. If my input is not good, the quality of my input is not good, then the quality of my output will not be good. Understand very carefully. So input, it should be understandable, comprehensible. Comprehensible means so that you can understand the content very easily through that particular language, the language that you want to be fluent. Okay, that is English language. So reading is input, that is listening, that is also input. So reading and listening, mainly powerful two inputs you can feed yourself. And then output, that is speaking, writing, and repetition. Repetition means something you are listening or something you are watching, and then you are doing repetition. That means you are taking the input, at the same time you are giving the output. Like it is shadowing technique. I have already a video on YouTube, you can follow that video. So reading and listening, that is the most important, very very powerful input. And then speaking and writing, this two comes under your production, that means it is output. So take care of your input, you will see a remarkable change, significant change in your output. So the core message that I want to give through this video is, don't underestimate the power of listening. Invest more and more time in listening. Maybe it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time you are comfortable with. Just invest a quality time in your listening, and while you are listening, the content you are listening, so that content should be easy to understand. Easy to understand. It's not something like you are listening that is beyond your level. It's like a different accent. You are facing lots of problem to understand the accent, understand the pronunciation, or it is like very high speed. No, it is not for you. Definitely it will come, but it's now not for you. So as per your understanding and as per your level, that you decide that which content you are listening that is suitable for you or not. How to understand? First of all, you need to understand that accent. If accent is comfortable, you are comfortable with, so keep it. The next thing that I'll say, that is the speed of speaking. If it is very fast, and if you're okay with it, then it's okay. If it is very fast, it is too fast to catch, then avoid it. Take that type of speaking, that speed is suitable for you, you understand easily. It's not necessary that you have to understand 100%. No, you have to understand at least 80%. What that person wants to convey, at least 80% you need to understand. That's all. So the accent, if you're okay with it, it's no problem. And the speed, accent and speed, these two things you need to keep in mind while you are consuming any content for better acquisition and better listening. So this is what I wanted to say you for today. I'll come back with more such powerful and supportive videos to make you fluent. Till then, take care. Bye.